Monday morning. What's going on, fellas? Appreciate you guys hanging out with me here on Monday morning. How's everybody doing? We feeling okay, fellas? Coming off a good weekend? Feeling good? What was everybody up to this weekend? Boy, weather is beautiful, absolutely, in Chicago. You want to talk about a nice fall day? We had a nice fall weekend all together. We went out to LaBag Woods on Saturday just to see the colors. Boy, just a beautiful, beautiful 2 hours. Kind of just walk, feel the weather, let the kids run around. And then Sunday, you guys know what Sunday is. Every day on the week is Premier League, but then you can roll the Premier League right on into NFL Sunday. So fantastic weekend. Hopefully you guys had a good weekend as well. Let's, of course, make sure we're, of course, going to go ahead and recap all of what happened last week. And then we've got a new week to go ahead and kick off. Bears versus Patriots on Monday Night Football. We've also got some soccer action, both in Serie A and in the Premier League as well. And then we've got some NHL to talk about tonight as well. So with that being said, let's just go right to the recap. As we do on Mondays, we like to not only do the weekly recap, but we also like to do the NFL recap. Everybody's always curious, how did you do on NFL Sunday? Let's take a look and see how we did on NFL Sunday. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's hear that cash register, because that deserves ringing the cash register. Absolutely love that stuff right there. Every button we pushed on the NFL Sunday worked our way. One of those days where you're just watching the wins come in and you're like trying not to smile, trying not to get too geeked out about the results, but you're like, holy hell, this shit is actually hitting. 5-0 after the 12 p.m. slate. 4 bets pending. Can we turn a nice 9-0 sweep? Yes, sir. Commanders plus 5.5 and Jets plus 3.5. Those are the two bets that maybe stand out the most when I kind of look at this 9-0 sweep. Saw on social media, just like you guys saw on social media, Packers and Broncos, they're the smart plays. Sharps are all over the Packers and the Broncos. What? What football are you guys watching? Packers are an absolute dumpster fire. Commanders are only going to get better with Taylor Heineke over Carson Wentz. And the Broncos, okay, great. They don't have Russell Wilson, so maybe they get an upgrade at quarterback position. Who gives a shit? The other 52 guys around that quarterback are all garbage. They can't knock off the Jets, who are having super momentum. So Commanders, Jets, you guys know how I feel. I don't care what people do with their money. People tell me it's a sharp play. I could really care less what sharps are on or what they aren't on. Let's not act like sharps go, 100% and win all their bets. They lose just like the rest of us lose. So could care less. Trust the research that we always put into it. Commanders plus 5.5, Giants plus 3.5, Jets plus 3.5. Titans, they continue to beat the shit out of the Colts. What are people doing taking the Colts? All the Titans do is beat the Colts, and generally the game stays under. We took the money line in that one. How about your Cowboys and Raiders money line parlay? No sweat winner right there. Then the Raiders, Cowboys, Jets, Titans in the money line parlay. Yes, sir, that came through. And then we only gave out 3 NFL props. We never did do Austin Eckler receiving and rushing. I saw that line about 45 minutes before kickoff, and I was watching it like a hawk because I was ready to jump on Austin Eckler. But because of the Keenan Allen injury situation with his hamstring, they weren't posting any lines from the receiving standpoint, because it matters if Keenan Allen is in the game or if he's not in the game, because everybody's production then changes based on his status. And with 45 minutes to go to game time, I just didn't quite think that was fair to go ahead and add the Austin Eckler play. I played it personally, and it cashed. So hopefully you guys played it as well. But the 3 that we did play was Etienne over 47.5 rushing yards. He's the top dog in Jacksonville. That kid runs with speed, explosiveness, quickness. Oh, he's fun to watch right there. So easily went over 47.5. Needed a couple yards at halftime. Comes out at halftime, rips off like a 49, 50-yard run to go ahead and cash it. Love to see it. His teammate there, Ingram, over 29.5 receiving yards. First quarter cash. Yeah, I love it when the cashes come early. And then Jacobs there, the running back for the Raiders, over 80.5 rushing yards. A little bit unsure what he got, but he got over 80.5. That's all I give a shit about. So fantastic day on NFL Sunday, 9-0. Let's get that cash register ring again, because we unfortunately don't get to ring the cash register again. It all comes down to one guy. One guy, and we'll talk about it. We'll talk about the reason, but it was one bet. It was one guy. It was really one bad decision on my part. But overall in the week, it was 29 and 26 and down 2.22 units. Now on the year to date, a lot of wins, a lot of losses, and plus 85.79 units to the good in 2022. What were some of those good wins? Well, all started a week from today, under 2.5 goals in Serie A. Remember, there were 2 matches on last Monday. We took them both, and we took them both under 2.5. One of them was super sweaty. It was a 1-1 game in the 47th minute, so we had to sweat an entire half, but love sweating my ass right to the cash counter with you guys. The other one was a 1-0 win for Roma over Sampdoria, so easy cash. We also got under 2.5 goals this weekend in Chelsea versus Manchester United. I was this close of hitting my 0-0 correct score. Still a little bit bitter that 0-0 didn't hit. You got late penalty for Chelsea, then an equalizer there for Man United. So I got the result right. It was a draw, but damn, I wanted that 0-0 correct score. So on the other side of that, we did over 1.5 goals. Remember on Friday, we did that nice 5-legged parlay at plus 171. It was 2 Bundesliga matches. It was 3 League One matches. All of them, I could have betted over 2.5 in both teams to score. Play a little safe. Let's drop it down to over 1.5 goals, and let's drop those suckers in a parlay. Of those 5 games, only one of them was close per se. Freiburg versus Werder Bremen finished 2-0, if I recall correctly, a 2-0 finish. The other ones easily went up over 1.5 goals. How about death, taxes, and cashing Manchester City bets? Yeah, those are 3 things you can count on in your life. You're going to die, you're going to pay taxes, and you're going to cash all the Manchester City bets, a team total over 2.5 against Brighton. 2 goals in the first half by Haaland, gets you the nice brace and gets you on the hook. And then De Bruyne, the best midfielder in all of football, goes ahead and finishes off with the good cash. And they won that game 3-1. We also hit a same-game parlay in that. That's, of course, not on this recap, but that was just a fun same-game parlay that I shared. I know a couple of you guys tailed on that, so congratulations to you guys right there. What about Nestor Cortez? Connor McDavid and Kaprizov. Yes, they put money in your pocket, guys. 2-1 with each of those guys last week. So now each of those guys brings us to a season total of 4-1. As long as you stuck to discipline in terms of your wager amount, both of those guys won you money. You see down below, McDavid's in there. So what happened to McDavid? Yeah, we'll get to him in a little bit. How about Nestor Cortez under 4.5 Ks? I let you guys down on that one. That one should have gotten the whole goddamn mortgage. That one should have gotten the mortgage payment and the following mortgage payment. I let you guys down. We got a cash, but holy hell, that one should have been for more units. Sportsbooks priced that or had that line as if he was going to, go 90-some pitches like he did 3 days ago. What an absolute joke. That one's on me. That one should have been a big unit play, but nobody's going to complain with having some money in your pocket. Our only tennis bet of the weekend was Rune to win 2-0. He got the job done, winning 2-0. NASCAR head-to-heads. Give you guys 3 NASCAR plays over this past weekend. We cashed 2 of the 3 plays. We turned a little profit. We had Chastain over Elliott and Denny Hamlin over Elliott. Those were the 2 wins. The loss was Chastain over Larson. Hell, Larson finished P1 and Chastain finished P2. So we were right there. Just couldn't quite put the 1 car in victory lane and do a nice 3-0 sweep. But we did pull a nice 9-0 sweep there on NFL Sunday. We, of course, recapped that. What went wrong for us? Connor McDavid, you lose 2.22 units on the week. It all came down to Connor McDavid. Saturday, I was annoyed by a couple of results that had happened. We lost the Kaprizov bet on Saturday. Liverpool irritated the shit out of me on Saturday. And I didn't really feel like doing any more research, but I felt like throwing some more money out there. So I made Connor McDavid a 5-unit play. Yeah, he didn't come anywhere near going over his shots on target. So, yeah, you keep that to a normal 1-unit play, and we turn a profit on the week. You make it a 5-unit play, you get your ass handed to you. Yep, that's how you lose money on the week. So just a bad mistake, just an absolute bad mistake, and we deserve to be sitting here with profit, but that one's on me as well. What about that Liverpool team total? Guys, stop betting Liverpool. This team is wildly inconsistent, and they're getting hit with injuries, and they will blame it on injuries, but every team's got injuries, so that's just an excuse. That's all that is, an excuse. You got to overcome injuries. Liverpool can't even beat the newbies in the Premier League. They can't even get the job done. They're dropping points. That's the only thing that came out of that was good, is they dropped all 3 points. If they would have gotten a late equalizer and draw 1-1, I'd been really pissed. But at least they dropped all 3 points from a fan of the league and obviously supporting another team and wanting to finish top 4 and what have you. But yeah, Liverpool, man, they can't quite be trusted. Got to back off Liverpool. What about that Tottenham Newcastle under 2.5? That was disgusting. You see Hugo Lloris. Now, I know the game ended with 3 goals, and that was the first goal, but that was one of the 3 that made us lose. He comes out of his box to play a ball, and instead of kicking it or doing any goddamn thing, well, he can't use his hands, obviously, but instead of kicking it, he wants to play it off his thigh. Off his thigh? What? You're not putting your boot through the ball, Lloris? Now, then Colin Wilson certainly takes him out. I'm actually really shocked there wasn't a foul on that play. I mean, much protection as we give these keepers, I guess the only reason that's not a foul is because he's way out of his box and he initiates the contact by running out of his box like an idiot and just throwing his thigh at the ball. But that's disgusting to lose under 2.5 with Hugo Lloris making such dumb decisions right there. La Liga cards, boy, a bad week to think that the Spanish players are going to rack up cards. We took 2 bets, lost them both right there. NASCAR top 10. Boy, we may have turned a profit with NASCAR head-to-heads. So we did not do very well on NASCAR top 10. We gave you 4 guys that would finish in the top 10. The best result was P19 by Austin Cindric. Yeah. Not good right there on the NASCAR top 10s. And then Zach Ertz and Cardinals on Thursday Night Football. Cardinals didn't punt first. And Zach Ertz also did not get over 4.5 receptions. So bummed that, we went heavy on McDavid on Saturday and that cost us profit. But that's gambling. It's part of the fun. We racked up a whole hell of a lot of wins along the way, and we had a lot of fun. So that's what we get. All right, let's go ahead and jump in this comment section, and then let's get some bets out on today. Yes, guys, it doesn't matter who wins tonight. The gent is exactly right for the 3rd time this season. That's 3 out of 7 weeks. I am going to win NFL Pigskin Pick'em contest. Appreciate that, the gent. So that'll feel good. I'm going to roll that into a free roll, of course, for you guys. Let's make it official and find us something good to bet on this week coming Champions League. Maybe do a little 2-day parlay, make it safe. Let's do a free giveaway for you guys on Tuesday with that. So, yeah, that felt good. And we always talk about whoever wins Pick'em contest, you better have a profitable Sunday. Obviously, I did, going 9-0. So, yeah, felt good. I did good. Yeah, I hear you, man. Appreciate it. I can't believe Liverpool lost either, and I'm with you, Lee. You got to be done betting Liverpool. Just way too wildly inconsistent. And like I said, they'll blame it on injuries, but injuries aren't the end all be all. So appreciate that, Thad. Appreciate it. Oh yeah, Chelsea. It should have been 0-0. But it's really Man City and Arsenal and everyone else. Oh, yeah, it's definitely Man City. It was great to see Arsenal drop points, Dad. That was great. I mean, I want a title race just like everybody else. I don't want to see something over come March or April. I'd like to see this thing go deep into April and into May. But it was nice to at least see Southampton get a result. Arsenal drop some points and now pull it within a game. I'm not sure when their head-to-head is, but definitely look forward to that and seeing when City can at least be top of the table. They deserve to be. They're the better table. Arsenal's there. So good stuff, fellas. Good stuff. All right, let's go ahead and jump into some bets. Let's go ahead and just throw those up there. Then, of course, we got some Monday Night Football stuff we need to talk about. Here are the bets we're going to go ahead and roll with. We've already got a parlay in tennis that we went ahead and tweeted out. Kashanov and Koric at plus 116. Kashanov already won his match 7-6, 7-5. So half of this is already in good right there. Koric, he's in a little bit of a trouble. Got it streaming here. I watched it before I jumped on here, and I still got it up. He lost the first set 6-3. The second set is currently 5-4. He's got 5. There's no break, though. It's on serve in the second. So see what happens. Maybe we can get a break and a set win while we're hanging out, or something happens. I don't know. This is going to be over, I think, before the show's over. So hopefully, or no, hopefully it's not over. Hopefully my man wins the second set. We're into a third set and it's not over. So anyways, Patriots minus 6.5. We talked about that last week. Gave that bet out last week. I don't like anything about the Bears tonight. Don't like a goddamn thing about the Bears tonight. So give me those Patriots minus 6.5 points. And Serie A, there's 2 matches. I'm going to go ahead and do a double chance parlay with Sassuolo and Cremonese. There's some ugly matches in soccer today. This one in Serie A, he's got 2 matches. 3 of the 4 teams are in the relegation fight right now. Yeah, it's absolutely incredible. One of those matches is obviously 2 teams there in the relegation. Sassuolo, they're in 11th place, so at least they're a little bit mid-table. But overall, I'm just going to back both home teams to get a result. Again, double chances. You win the game or you get a draw. Win or draw. So we're taking Sassuolo to win or draw, Cremonese to win or draw. Drop those 2 teams in a parlay at minus 124 over on Bet Rivers. And then Connor McDavid over 3.5 shots on goal. You guys, A, knew that bet was coming, and B, you've already made that bet. You didn't need me to go ahead and give you that one. I will say one other thing about the Premier League. You've got West Ham taking on Bournemouth. West Ham, to me, just you can't figure that team out this season. They've been a big disappointment. But I am interested in live betting that. And if I live bet it, I talk about live bets not being on counting. This live bet will count because I'm giving everybody a full warning. If you're watching the match and West Ham is all over Bournemouth, I'm going to go ahead and bet over 0.5 goals in the first half once it becomes plus money. I like West Ham at home. I want to see their lineup, and I want to watch 20, 25 minutes and see if they're on the front foot at home against Bournemouth and if they're attacking. If so, I will, of course, tweet it. It won't be a play that's made behind your back and obviously benefits me. No. This will be tweeted. If I'm on it, it will be tweeted, and it will count because I'm letting you know we're interested in live betting over 0.5 goals to be scored in the first half, and West Ham, Bournemouth only at plus money, and only, of course, if we're got a good feel for what we're watching. Again, that game starts at 2 p.m. Central Time, so if you want to go ahead and turn on your Twitter notifications for a 1 hour period, the tweet will come out no earlier than 2:20 because I want to watch about 20 minutes, and then it always takes about 25 minutes of a 0-0 first half to then get the odds at plus money. It takes around about the 25th minute mark. So, all right, you put that on your radar to go ahead and go with those 4 bets. I do want to add some other things to it, though. I do want to use some of the free bets that we've kind of earned recently. So let's go ahead and throw these suckers up. They're all same game parlays for Thursday Night Football. Let's go ahead and talk about the one on your bottom right first. I'm going to go ahead and take Stevenson to have a touchdown and the New England Patriots defense to have a touchdown. I am all over fading Justin Fields. This guy is dog shit, absolutely dog shit. So we'll do that little 2-legged anytime touchdown scoring parlay right there. Then here, let's remove this one so we can talk about this one. Make this one a little bit bigger for you guys. We're going to go ahead and do Fields under 160.5 passing yards. Patriots minus 12.5 on the line. Patriots minus 4.5 in the first half. Patriots minus 2.5 in the first quarter. And Justin Fields have under 42.5. That is the ultimate fade Justin Fields same game parlay while having the Patriots just absolutely cruise. And then let's throw this one up, but let's make this one a little bit bigger too for you guys. We're going to go ahead and do over 40.5 points. I have no idea how the hell it's getting over 40.5 points, but this is a free roll. So if we did over 40.5, if the Bears are going to cover 8.5, I feel like it's going to go over 40.5 was the main logic right there. We'll go ahead and say if they're going to cover the 8.5, and if we're going to get over 40.5 points, Justin Fields needs to play damn good. So go ahead and give me over 42.5 rushing yards. And if all that shit happens, I think David Montgomery is going to find himself in the end zone. So those are 3 bets, 3 free rolls. As you can see, they're all using free bets that we've kind of earned. If you're interested in coming along, come on along. Hopefully we can cash. There's an opportunity to cash more than one, which kind of makes me exciting. It's not just one or of the 3. It's an opportunity to get a couple of these to go ahead and cash. So love that right there. Yes, and the Phillies just keep winning. It's going to be interesting. This is going to be the first time getting the Phillies off a layoff, right? I believe I saw the World Series doesn't start until Friday. I'm going to be interested to see how the Phillies handle this. They've just kind of gone, right? They were in that first wild card round. Then they rolled right into the game there with the Braves and then with the Padres. So they haven't had a layoff. I'm going to be interested. That's what I'm keeping. If Phillies win game 1, I think it's an absolute wrap. Now, they've got a big disadvantage from pitching. We all know how much pitching matters. But the Philadelphia Phillies, with the way they're pitching, I wouldn't knock their pitching right now. Starters are producing, bullpen's producing, but if I think the Phillies can pull off game 1 and there's no rust, I just look for them to stay hot and win the World Series. So we can keep an eye on that come Friday for sure. Come Friday. Do I like -1? I'm assuming you're asking West Ham -1. Again, I've not been impressed with West Ham really at all. I need to see their lineup. Is it going to be Antonio? Is it going to be Skamaka? We got Bowen for now. It's like I really just want to see that lineup, see what they're putting out there. It feels like a free roll. I think West Ham can certainly beat Bournemouth over the course of 90 minutes, but at -1, it is kind of like a free roll. I hear you because they should win, but I've just not been impressed at all with what West Ham's been doing. Then you say, do I also like Man City -1? They play Dortmund tomorrow in the Champions League. This is what makes me a little bit nervous about saying Man City -1. If they get a draw, that secures first place regardless of what happens in match day number 6. We know how big first place is because that puts you in pot 1 as opposed to pot 2 when they do the draw for the knockout phases. They don't need to play this. I mean, they win, obviously they guarantee it, but with the draw they can guarantee it. You start to get in these scenarios where this is all we need to like progress or be in a position where, you know, we're good, and you start seeing some funny results. This is at Dortmund. Obviously, you guys know I'm a Man City homer. I love putting my money behind Man City, but I don't know. I think maybe corners could be maybe a better angle. I don't know. I just need to see lineups. Just see how Guardiola's going to take it, right? If we're benching Haaland like we did against Copenhagen, no. But if we're playing Haaland and we're going to go for 3 points and really make sure that we're going to be in pot 1 with a win against Dortmund, okay. Then, but that one, yeah, we're going to need to see lineups. What are some of the other games tomorrow? Let's pull it up. Let's go ahead and pull it up. And yes, you are still alive. You said you were going to pick the Raiders. You did pick the Raiders, and you had an easy win right there. Absolutely easy win right there. All right. We've got Salzburg and Chelsea. That one feels like a both teams to score. Sevilla, Copenhagen. I bet that's under 2.5, and I'll bet that. Sevilla, Copenhagen. Sevilla can't do Sevilla can't do shit. Sevilla cannot do anything. Nothing. They don't do anything. They don't do anything. And then Copenhagen. Yeah, Copenhagen. Oh, and they got a 0-0 draw. Wait, were you on that under 2.5, I feel like? I think we were actually on that under 2.5, and it finished 0-0. Yeah, we'll probably be on under 2.5 again in Sevilla, Copenhagen. Benfica is taking on Juventus. That certainly feels like a both teams to score. Celtic versus Shakhtar. I actually like Shakhtar on the road, but probably won't bet that one. Dynamo versus AC Milan. That one should be at both teams to score with Dynamo at home. Dortmund City, we kind of just talked about that. PSG versus Maccabi. That should certainly be PSG. Neymar should be back. He was only suspended in League One due to yellow cards. That's why he didn't play this weekend, but he should be roaring to go in Champions League. And then Leipzig against Real Madrid. That one should be at both teams to score and over 2.5. We'll finish off the research here this afternoon and start to lock in some of those bets. If we lock in any before there's tomorrow's show, I'll of course tweet them out. Man City win to nil is plus 250. Yeah, I'm not going there. If you're saying that, I don't know. I need to see lineups. Like I said, only a draw. A draw guarantees them pot one first place. So I need to see lineups. I need to see how serious they're taking it. When they benched Haaland against Copenhagen, I get it. It's Copenhagen. Maybe they take this one a little bit more serious because it's at Dortmund. It is a chance then to fully rest everybody in match day 6 would be big. If they could rest everybody that they desire at match day 6, okay, now you're saying something. So maybe Man City to crush will be the way to go because they'll want to rest in match day 6. So, all right, we'll get in plenty of Champions League bets, and we're betting Man City in some capacity. It's just a matter of how, but Man City is certainly getting my money. All right, fellas, that's how we're doing it. Looks like we've got 5-5 down the second set, so come on, Court. Start our day off good, man. Win this second set. Get the third. Start us off with a good plus money cash. All right, fellas. Appreciate you kicking off Monday. Got 4 bets, as you guys can see. Let's have ourselves a nice day. Enjoy Monday Night Football. Bears versus Patriots. Hopefully it goes your way, and you guys can cash some bets. Come on back tomorrow. Champions League, like I said. We're also going to go ahead and do a free giveaway because I was the winner of the Pigskin Pick'em contest. I want to give it back to you guys, so we'll go ahead and do a free giveaway on tomorrow's show as well. All right, fellas. Have a good one.